Hello, I'm Philip Stoughton. Welcome to Scoop Talk at SMTAi in Chicago. I'm joined by Tom Forsythe from Kyzen. Tom, thanks for stopping by.
Good to see you.
Wandered by your booth and saw something called the Kyzen Analyst. Is that someone you send out to every customer, or is it a thing?
Well, it's a thing that actually gets out to the customer. So for many years, of course, we're the fluids guy, and fluids mixed with water. So for many years, we've had automated systems that monitored and controlled and this sort of thing. Mostly in the larger inline systems, because of course they're very dynamic. The batch systems, not so much, because again, they're not as dynamic, so the control thing isn't quite as critical there. The Analyst is designed, has a lot of new changes, and it really hits right to the core of what we try to do, right? Our philosophy is this notion of where science and care converge, and the reason we've sold these systems over the years is because it helps our customers get a better value equation. They run at a more optimal place, therefore they get better value, their customers get better value, et cetera. So what we did with Analyst is we looked at two things. One is we said, gee, we've never really focused much on the batch side. Not that this is exclusively batch, but it certainly fits that equation. And secondly, we live in a new world where gauges and meters are interesting, but not helpful. I mean, when I started out, there were those round pieces of paper with pencils on it, right, that went around, and it's like, okay, how do you analyze that, right? What do you do? So what we did is we from the ground up, as we built this, we said, all right, we want to capture the data reliably and accurately. Of course, that's a given. And in that sense, Analyst is just another sensor, one of an array of sensors we use to monitor concentrations. But the leap forward is building it with the equipment and the tools, so now it can blow the data to the cloud and deliver via the cloud the analytics and the data visualization that makes it very easy to monitor and take action on a device from, since it's cloud-based, essentially from anywhere, whether it's a phone, a computer, a tablet, a continent away. This idea of putting that data in not simply the raw data, which of course is part of it, that's available, that's not a problem, but the data visualization, so you can see whether it's a curve or a bar chart or whatever
you need,
specific presentation makes sense. And now people can, at a glance, see what's going on in their process. It's not so much about the number, is it 16% or 17%, is it the same?
Is it the same?
Is it
Where's the
changing?
trend?
Is there a slope on that curve? Is that an unexpected slope? Is temperature where it's supposed to be? Is it degrading? Is it halfway through the cycle changing for some strange reason? Bang, now that's presented to you, so you can take immediate action on it, or get on the phone and have that fellow who's standing next to the machine rather than a continent away take that immediate action. So that's really the jump. It's really a very much an Industry 4.0 philosophy. It's not so much teaching machines via the data, but it's putting that data in a dispersed environment. Obviously security, everybody only gets their own data and that sort of thing. Normal stuff there. But it's we've done a lot of market research to dig in what are people looking for. What we heard is people didn't really want just another gauge. They had lots of gauges. The new one wasn't all that exciting to people, even if it was a better mousetrap. But the ability to use the data and manipulate it, as well as just do that quick glance sort of stuff, was something they were eager for. Of course, there's notifications and all this other stuff.
I spoke to, Dirk gave me a demo on the board, and he showed me the text message or email system, which seems great. That's going to give you that. What he also mentioned is it can deliver data in a packet format that will be integrated with machines and can then feed into the larger MES model.
And that's the key here. There's really sort of two dimensions to that. On the Industry 4.0 dimension, it's absolutely, this is data and standard packet type tools, which everywhere are commonly used, right? The other piece of the puzzle is this is not just for Kyzen cleaning products. We believe these sensors and this approach are ubiquitous. Is there something it won't work on? Sure. Okay, it's a big world out there. Something includes a lot of stuff. But fundamentally, we believe well higher than 80-20, it'll be able to control any product from anybody pretty much. Because we also believe that's what customers are looking for, open systems that give them flexibility to ebb and flow with what their needs are.
I think the open system, open architecture, open communication is an essential part of IoM and Industry 4.0. The other thing I think is essential is you're giving users something practical that they can do and they can see a result from, because currently they're having to look at this big factory-wide IoM
right.
solution, and it's too big and it's too
Complicated.
cumbersome, and they don't know where to start. Whereas some of these simple solutions, where you make a relatively practical investment, you get some results, you get some information.
And you get an alert. You don't have to stare at those curves and that visualization stuff. You get an alert, a text message, an email, whatever you prefer. Oh, all right, let's go take a quick look.
Yeah.
A few seconds later, you're logged in from wherever you happen to be. You see the anomaly, and maybe the anomaly is, oh, they shut it down on Friday night, and all the alarms went off because it's in shutdown mode,
it's not
and
doing
zero's probably never in range, right? Oh, okay, not to worry. We're done. I don't have to make a panic phone call. I don't have to do that. So we think it's really an enabler for the folks that are charged with keeping these processes running, because it allows them to manage it by exception. Instead of looking at all the data, obviously they can download all the data, crunch it, and do all the clever things we do. But fundamentally, they have a lot to do every day. And if I can just deal with the exceptions as they present themselves, we think that's a value adder for people.
Yeah, absolutely. Fantastic. Well, good luck with the product, Tom. Look
Thank you
forward
very
to seeing
much.
you next time, and thanks for stopping
Same
by.
here. Thank you so much.
Thank you.